Okay, students, so for today's video, we will be learning all about service rendered on credit. So on the last video, I will leave the description. I will leave the link down the description box. It is all about services rendered in cash. So now we will be talking about services rendered on credit, because there are some instances, or not some, every time a customer would likely to avail your services, they wanted to be or to also avail the on credit, or bayaran pa nila for the next day or for the next week. So that is why na ay service rendered on credit. Okay, for this transaction, we will be learning transaction number 5, January 15, 2020. Perform consulting services for 12,750 on credit. So this is the transaction. Okay, for the performed consulting services, as what I have mentioned on the other video, that consulting services is a type of revenue. So this is a revenue. And when you perform a service, it means that you are increasing your revenue. But the difference in this transaction is that the other is in cash. Now, this transaction is on credit. When we say on credit, the customer had owe you an amount. So, wala pa siya kabayad sa services nga imong girender sa iyaha. It means na naa pa kay dawatunon. So, in English, ang dawatunon is receivable. And in accounting, it is called accounts receivable. So, when you are rendering services, it will increase your revenue, as well as it will increase your accounts receivable. It is because wala pa man ka nabayaran. Hindi ka pa nababayaran, may kukunin ka pang pera mula sa iyong mga customers. So, also, accounts receivable should also be increasing. So, we will go back to your accounting equation. Assets is equal to liabilities plus owners equity. Okay. Consulting services is a revenue, and you already know that revenue affects your owners equity. Now, your credit, the word on credit directly means accounts receivable, but it depends on the sentence, because in this one, the person liable for an amount to be paid is the customer. That is why it is called accounts receivable. So, kung ang iyong customer ay hindi pa nakakabayad sa iyo, tinatawag yan na accounts receivable. So, an accounts receivable is an asset. So, that is why this is an asset. So, as you can see, the accounting equation had been affected, and also it is a balanced transaction. Why? An asset is increasing and a revenue is increasing. And when a revenue is increasing, as you can see in your normal balance table, is that when a revenue is increasing, you are to put it on the credit side. And when an asset is increasing, you are to put it on the debit side. So now, we will be writing it down to your general journal. So this is how you will write the transaction on your general journal. So do not forget to leave a blank space para merong spaces ang iyong mga transaction. So, 15 is the date of the transaction. As you can see, it's January 15, 2020. Okay. So, in your transaction, when a revenue increases, it is on the credit side. And when a asset increases, it is on the credit side. So, you will write the debit first. Your debit account is accounts receivable. Accounts receivable. Okay, next is your credit account, which is the same with the consulting services that you have rendered in cash. So, gagamitin mo rin yung account na consulting revenue. So, when you are to use a revenue account, it should be the same. It should be in uniform. Hindi mo dapat isinulat sa ibang transaction na consulting revenue and then susulat ka na naman sa the other transaction, susulatin mo na naman ang consulting services. So, dapat pare-pareho ang mga account title ng mga revenue na inirender ng mga company. Okay, so, you will write consulting revenue. So, your explanation would be to record. So, inuulit ko pang sinasabi, ang mga explanation sa kada transaction ay makikita mo lang sa sentences ng transaction na iyong ina-analyze. Yes. To record the consulting services rendered on credit. So, the amount for the consulting services on credit is 12,750. So, on the debit side, for the accounts receivable, you will write the 12,750. For the credit side, for consulting revenue, you will write the 12,750. Okay, so this is how you will write the journal entry for the consulting services or the service rendered on credit. So, as you can see, those are the transactions already discussed in this channel. So, if you wanted to learn on how to journalize this one, or you will wanted to know the discussion of each of the journalization, link is down in the description box. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something on today's video. Good day.